Good morning YouTube, how are things going today? It's been a while since I made a film, so welcome. It's the classic morning ride today, popping across the bridge to Wales and back. But cycling's different now. Yeah, cycling's changed. Cycling used to be about packing a big bag, handlebar bag, saddle bag, full of food, going out all day, endurance, nice comfy tyres. Well, things have changed. For me, I've gone back to 2015, 2014, when I enjoyed going a little bit faster, efforts, got myself a power meter. I've gone back in time. There's no long distance, there's no comfort. I've switched the tyres on my Van Nicholas away from 28s with tubes to 25s with tubes. How exciting. Let's talk about tyres. My personal story of this lockdown starts with 28mm ultrasport 2s, front and back. Front wheel also had a Mavic 319 touring rim, very heavy. Swapped out the wheel set with the touring rim for one with a TB14 rim, and difference in the weight when you put the thinner inner tube and tyre on. So the old weight was 1,440 grams, the new weight was 180 grams lighter. So that's a big difference when it spins around, and I can definitely feel it. On the back I've got the same wheel, just swapped out the 28C tyre and thick tube for a thin road tube and a thin 25C. The new tyres I'm using are ultrasport 3s. It's all by Continental. I don't see any point messing around with different tyre brands. I've always used Continental, and when it comes to tyres, stick with what you know, go safe, I say. Okay, we got a beast of a sunrise this morning. I'll turn around, show yaz all. This is a concrete wall, but above this, here we go. Cracking sunrise. On the left you can see that power station that I went to on my new bride. Yeah, it looks like I can see Cow Hill, I can see the church, I can see like 5 different layers of woodland with cloud. So I'm not competitive or anything, so ultrasport 2s are good enough for me. I'll talk about that later. I haven't got any rough roads to go down apart from hunting some squares, so you know, square hunting might become a little bit more tricky with the knife thin tyres, but that's fine. So I got an ultrasport. GP4000s would be my favourite, but you know, I got to get past on £20 a month from YouTube, so can't really afford the big dogs, can I? Got ultrasports on. The way I see it, tyres are really important to prevent punctures, and from my experience of cycling for a few years, I found you get punctures when the tyres are worn out. Whatever brand, make, model, whatever, it's all the same, unless you get the only real puncture resistant tyres are marathons, Schwalbe marathons. All the rest are thin, and a sharp flint will go right through them. Bit of glass, the thicker the bit of rubber that it's got to get through, the less likely for a puncture. So if you keep your tyres new, that's the best way to do it. And to affordably do it, you need affordable tyres, because you're going to be changing them every now and again. So I think ultrasports are the entry level in the Continental road tyre range. I find them really good. I'll show you some close-up images of these bad boys. Another benefit during lockdown of thinner tyres is thinner tubes, more easily carried. I'm carrying 2 tubes. I'm going double Johnny just in case of the old double puncture, maybe more than 2 punctures. I've got some shitty patches, but anyway, the smaller tubes are easier to carry. So Ultrasports 25, what else to say? They're definitely bumpier than 28s. Can feel all the little bits of the road. Pumped them up to 100 psi, whereas the other ones I run at 70. The 28's at 70, 25's at 100. Got a shift gear now. Because of the 5G. Getting to me. Can't climb the hills like we used to back in 2012. There wasn't no 5G back then, was there? None of this short wavelength junk. Anyway, Ultrasports 2 have got a funny little tread pattern going on as well. They've got serrations down the side with a flat central section. None of that matters in my opinion. It's all marketing, make you think that it's good. There's no bouncing up and down. With the bigger tyres you bounce up and down a little bit when you get out the saddle and put the power down, but with the thin little 25s, more power goes into your forward movement. It's more efficient. It just is. Feels that way. I'm faster on the bike, and that's how lockdowns changed my cycling. Hope you've enjoyed watching this episode from Captain Dangle, talking about tyres. What shall we talk about next? Gear cables? Ferrules? Ho ho ho! There's excitement to be had. Beautiful. On the way back to the homeland. Got a nice sunrise. Lovely.